Good evening. I say happy Sunday and happy Christmas to everyone that will hear my voice today. It's me, Mr. PRO, the man behind the camera. Today is another Sunday. It's another beautiful day and a beautiful weather. I thank everyone that have subscribed. And if you are yet to subscribe, just give me your subscriptions and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Give me just a thumb and you will get my subscriptions. Today, I'm going to draw your attention to a music played by Akobirian, a renowned and famous musician from Edo State. This music drew my attention and makes sense to me as well. The music is particularly about people that live overseas. Like I always tell people, my program is to draw your attention to some things that will make you change your ways of life. My brothers and sisters, I want you to listen to the song that Akobirian just sang for Christmas. It's an interesting song. It's an interesting song and it's meaningful to me. Well, my viewers, you have listened to the music. I want you to review or replay the music many times to understand what he's talking about. The music especially is referring to we that lives in abroad. He talk about our wives. He talk about our children. He talk about Nest of Kings. But one thing that I want everyone to listen to is children of nowadays, whether it's in America or it's in UK or it's in Europe or in Africa, wherever it is, immediately they get to 17 years old, they take decisions themselves. Nobody tell them what to do. Nobody tell them what to do. A child of 17 years old in overseas, 18 years, the government can decide to give that child 1-bedroom apartment without the father or the mother knowing anything about it. The child can just go to the government, to the council and say, my father is maltreating me. The council will not call the parents. It will give the child 1 bedroom and the child begin to live on his own. And another thing I want you to understand in this music is many children want to have their liberty from 17 and a half years. That is why so many children, when they are going to the university, they choose university, they are far away from their home because they want to live life and they want to study life the way life is. If I have children who are from 6 months to 15 years, I can decide to say, let's go back to Nigeria. They will follow me to Nigeria. Yeah. But immediately that child got 18 years, he can decide to go to the embassy. And the embassy will do everything for that child without you knowing he will go back. Where he will stay, the government will do it. That is Europe and America for you. That is overseas for you. If you bring children back to Nigeria, the children that you born overseas, they know the difference. Like when I brought my son, my daughter to Nigeria, now I will ask them, let's go to Nigeria. You say, no, Dad, let's divide the money. You take 3 parts of the money, give me 1 part. Because of what they saw. 2 years old here have experienced more than 15 years old child in Africa. Because it's what they are seeing, what they are hearing. If a man gets old and the children refused to follow him back to Nigeria, there are so many things you will do in Nigeria there. You can get a house girl. You can get a helper. Nigeria is changing for good. Nigeria is changing for good. If you spend 1 year in overseas, 1 good year in overseas. When you go back to Africa, you don't want to live there because of what you see. Not what you hear, because of what you see. So somebody that visits overseas for 2 weeks, for 1 month, you just come for visit, you will go back. You are 100% different from somebody that is living there, working there. A lot of people that I know, even before I came overseas, they sold their property. Rich men, they sold their property, their houses, they sold them and said their children didn't serious. So we say go and bury him in the cemetery, and they will sell their property. I know many. But why is this music directed to those who are living overseas? That if you don't come home, whatever you make at home will become the property of the next of kin. No, 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 no. I can decide to sell my property. One of my cousins said, if he's going to buy a house here, he's going home to sell his property and bring the money to finance the property here, because he knows his children is not going back home. Me that is talking, my children prefer to live in Lagos than to live in Benin, where nobody knows them. Somebody that just came from abroad in Ugbowo, somebody in Sakmomba Road, Upper, will know one guy just came. So let us tell ourselves the truth. No next of kin will take the property of anybody that live in overseas. If that person decides that I will give it to anybody, he give it to anybody he or she wants. These days you ask your mother to buy a land, send her money to build a house for you. She will buy a land on her name, do all the necessary papers on her name, and build that house on her name. But when you call, you ask her, give me my papers of my house. She say, you which house? You build the house for me. The house is for me, you build it for me. Am I your first son to build a house for you? Because it's the first son that is going to inherit it. In a house of 10 children, when one go abroad, go overseas, all the problem now lies on that one on overseas. Nobody at all want to do anything. Many brothers, many sisters do voodoo against people that live overseas for them to enrich their property. That is why you see so many people from US. They don't come back to buy property in Benin. They buy property in Lagos, even their relation doesn't know. They come on holiday with their children. So I want to hear your opinion about next of kin, about not bringing your children home. When we grow up, we begin to answer our grandfather's name. My great-great-grandfather answered his father's name. My father answered his father's name. I answer my father's name. My children is answering my father's name. Who will not answer my name? There was a time a friend of mine came from Nigeria. Somebody gave him a letter to me. The letter spent almost a month with him because he was looking for my own name. My name was written in the letter. But here they know me with my father's name. So when I went to visit him, he was telling me there's a letter they gave him to somebody like this. The letter has been with him for 1 month now. He doesn't know the person. Nobody knows the person. I said, I'll give the letter to the person. Give me. 3 days later, he called me and said, you are wicked. So you bear that name. I said, well, that's how tradition wants it. People call our children our father's name, our grandparents' name. What about our name? I quite agree with you that people, next of kin, wants to enrich what does not belong to them. We should start canceling it from one place or the other by allowing our children to answer our name and our grandchildren to answer their father's name. If I have run from home and come overseas and things is well done for me here, what am I going to do in Nigeria? I know a woman who built a hotel in Nigeria, built a hotel in Lagos, a very big hotel. It was the manager that poisoned the woman because the manager wanted to take control of that hotel. Many things that we bring to Nigeria, people will use price, low price, to price it because they know when your time off, you want to sell it before you go. Then they will use price to cut it down. If you decide to leave it behind, somebody that is there will begin to use it and mismanage it. So I want you to listen to that music yourself and analyze it and correct every mistake that you have made. If my children decide they are not going to visit Nigeria, I can decide to sell everything that I have in Benin and buy a house where they want to visit. If they prefer to visit Lagos, I buy a house in Lagos. Anytime they come, they stay in Lagos. Lagos is no man's land. So you that come overseas once in a year, 2 times in a year, you are quite different from those that live there. And you wouldn't say that people here are suffering because it is the type of job we doesn't have where we come from. It is the type of job we accept here. So my channel is for you to see the truth for yourself and to correct your mistake. Is your host, your brother, your friend, Mr. P.R.O., the man behind the camera. Coronavirus is real. It's really, really real. Don't face to use face mask. And please, once again, subscribe to my YouTube channel. You will benefit more. Happy Christmas. One love. And in God we trust. God bless everyone. Thank you.